It's your girl, Saudi Rose, coming to you with today's word. You know, when I think about every major movement that has happened that I know of, including looking around history, looking back in time, one thing that I've noticed is that often, movements that have been focused in on one particular person to carry it, or one group of people to carry it, even if it's 30 people that are at the core of it, those movements have collapsed, or they have been stopped or slowed because that leader was eliminated very intentionally, very diabolically, very strategically. And when I think about where we're at today, it is clear to me, and it has been really, really conveyed to me very clearly by the Most High God, that at no point in time should this awakening, this spiritual movement to the 5D that we're heading, it should not be driven by one person, one leader. Sure, there will be spiritual leaders who will lead us into the new earth. But what's going to make this particularly powerful is that it is energy, and that the role of those of us who are spreading the light and spreading the word is that our goal is to shine a light and light up people from the inside out. And it isn't any particular thing that, we're conveying in terms of our energy. It is that we are awakening the God in you. We are activating the God in you. God wants us to come home. And everything you need is inside of you. If you don't feel at home here now on earth, it is inside of you. And my job, my role, is just to remind you of that, and then to show you and share with you what I know about how to create heaven on earth inside of yourself. We look everywhere else for this, but heaven is a frequency. It is a consciousness, y'all. It's not a place. It's a frequency. And I can share what I know about how to help you achieve that. And a disclaimer that it ain't easy. I've had imposter syndrome, y'all, where I've been like, well, why did God choose me to be one of his messengers? And reflecting on my life and truly being a balanced, healed individual that I am here today, I'm here to tell you I have checked all the boxes and all the tests that God has put me through to be the one to do this, or one of the ones to share what I know. And I think God is coming directly through me because I have truly lived a life of duality, of light and dark. I didn't mean to be in the dark. It's just that I was born in the dark, as many of us have been. And even when I was born in the dark and programmed by this matrix, this dark matrix, I still was able to shine. I still was able to be a part of miracles. I still was able to shine through it all. In my core, at my core, I have always been of light. And it has not been easy, y'all. This life of duality that we all are in. I believe God is coming through me because I am like so many people. I am not perfect. I will never claim to be. I will never say that I am better than anybody else or that I know more than anyone else. Never. Which brings me to the word for today. I serve humanity with humility. All praise to the Most High God. Love to the Mother. I don't know how else to serve humanity but with humility. You know, I don't want to ever, ever, ever be worshiped, idolized, praised. I want you to listen. I want you to take enough time to actually listen, to consider anything about what I'm saying, and see if it relates, see how it makes you feel. And I want you to take it back within yourself, use your own intuition and try to apply it if it does resonate with you. And as you're doing it, y'all, because healing is not easy, doing the things that I've been telling you how to do in terms of healing your shadow and doing your inner work and creating a life of intentionality is hard. It's so hard, especially while we're still in this dark matrix. And you will get all kinds of resistance. The more that you awaken, the closer you become to God. At this time, especially, the more resistance that you have, which means you will have to be more protected. I just want to say that. But I want you to practice it. And I want you to come back and I want you to ask questions on these messages. It doesn't matter what the word of the day is. If you've tried something I've said and you are struggling with it, or you need more clarity on it, you either inbox me or you ask questions on the words. Let me help you troubleshoot with what I know. Now, I want to say it's been made very clear that I'm a teacher. I'm not supposed to be a mentor or coach. There will be individuals that the Most High God directly tells me, go help them with intervention specifically. I'm not sure why that happens, but when it does, I listen. Whatever God tells me to do, I listen. So if God tells me to intervene as a mentor or coach, I will. But my main reason for these messages for this time is to be a spiritual teacher. So please be in conversation with me. And please do challenge if you have a different thought, because I'm learning too, y'all. Like, we are unique expressions of God, and we truly are important. We all have our own purpose and perspective to lend to the collective, and that's what's going to make us so powerful. You can take one of us out, but you can't take all of us out. And the thing is about this movement, about growing your connection to God, about understanding yourself and living a life of intentionality, is you don't have to share that or tell anybody that's what you're doing. You can do it by yourself. You don't have to tell anyone. It does not have to disrupt anything in your life in terms of you going around saying, I'm on a spiritual ascension journey. And you don't have to go around trying to school people on what you're learning or convince them that they're doing something wrong or that you can do it better. No, please don't do that. Anything that is coming across in these words that you work on, that we work on together, I want you to focus primarily on you. I want you to prioritize decluttering your life, getting out, any illusions, any kind of lies, any kind of falsities that you have been living on, any kind of subprogramming, toxic behaviors, generational curses. I want you to focus on getting those off of you so that you can create space to build your connection with the Most High God, because this is the time where you really need to be protected. In order to be protected in the way that you should be, you have to build your relationship with God, y'all. I want you to declutter your life so that you can build your connection to the Most High God, so that you can listen to your intuition and it be clear, information that you need. And then once you focus on building that connection and you practice listening to your intuition, because it's going to take practice, I want you to focus on syncing with your avatar, your spirit, right? Syncing with your avatar. I want you to focus on your lifestyle. That's how you change your lifestyle. Don't focus on everybody else. Focus on you. What about your lifestyle? How are you eating? Are you putting processed food? Are you eating a lot of junk that's loading your body with toxins? Are you drinking enough water? You know, I want you to think about that. Are you exercising? Are you being mindful? What's your morning routine? What's your evening routine? How do you give yourself time to reflect and grow? How do you give yourself time to process and to strategize about what, tomorrow is going to look like, so that you can pray on and meditate on what you want tomorrow to look like? I want you to work on releasing your emotions for things that hurt, that have been based on past traumas in your life. Because that's going to take time, y'all. My healing process looks like an onion. Every time I take down one layer, I go to the next. Every time, y'all, it is a continuous healing journey that's going to take time. And when you focus on yourself and healing in this way, and then you get to the point where you can then start focusing on being intentional and setting a desire and then working to manifest those desires. And you got to take baby steps with those. Don't be trying to say, I want the whole world in one day. No, you're focusing on what you want and then you manifest it. What you will see is that the people, places, and things in your life that don't need to be in alignment with you, it will start to fall away. Because when you change, you're going to start seeing things that you never saw. You're going to start doing things you never did. You're going, even if you don't forcefully remove people from your life, they will fall away because they will not be able to handle the frequency that you're on. Facts. And that will open up space for you to bring in the right people, places, and things in your life. That is how your outside environment will change. But please, please, please don't go around trying to lecture people, telling them what they should and should not do. You show them. Not only do you show them how you're living, you can talk about what you're doing. You can be excited about your journey. You can share with people what you know, what kind of supplements you're taking, what kind of herbs you're taking, what kind of routines that's working for you. You can do that. Be excitement. Go to Gaia, watch the app, go on YouTube, be a part of the spiritual community, be on TikTok, be a part of spiritual TikTok. But that's how you start making changes, y'all. And then also you start pointing people to different resources that you've looked at, whether it's books, things that you've read, different videos that you've seen, whether it's mine or other places. That's how you start sharing the knowledge to get people to change. If you choose to share your journey. I guess my point in saying that you don't have to share your journey is that this can be a very personal thing, and it should be, because this is about your relationship with yourself. This is about your relationship with God. This is about your relationships with the people that you love and that you want to have healthy, fruitful relationships with. It is so exciting, y'all, this time that we're in, and I know it seems so dark. I know it does, and I can't deny that things aren't bad. There are a lot of things that have been in place, dark things that have been in place for so many years, y'all. But it's time for us to break free from the confinements that have been placed on us. And so I look forward to doing this with y'all. And the more that all of us change inside and sync up ourselves to be in attunement with God, and we bring the frequency of God that is inside of us, the more of us that are in sync and then get in alignment with the God frequency, the Christ consciousness inside of us, and then our outside external world starts changing, the better it will get, y'all. The negativity, the low vibrations that are here right now, they will not be able to stay. They will not be able to stay. So, this message, like I said, all these messages, I write them out way ahead in advance. And I have to tell y'all, when I looked at, I look on my phone every day. So before I do a word, I just look to see what's wrote. Whatever, and most of the words are just like what you see on that first screen. And the past, ever since like right before the election until now, I've just been looking at like what the words were that I wrote that I have to talk about. And I'm like, you're a genius, God. But what I do is, whenever I know I'm supposed to talk, I don't write anything out. I used to try to like write out stuff, y'all. Like sometimes I'll still like write down certain things. But like what I'll do is, I'll be like, God, okay, the word is whatever it is for the following day. Speak to me. Tell me what you want me to tell them. And that's what happens. God, like I'll get uploads that I got to download. Like it'll just be like main points that God wants me to really kind of get into and tell you about what he wants you to know. And one of the most important things that God wanted me to know is that God wants you to come home, that the movement is inside of you, and that everything that you've ever wanted, including his love, is inside of you. Everything that you need to know is inside of you. And the third thing was, you don't have to tell anybody. You don't have to tell not a daggone person. You just have to do it. All right, y'all. I love you. If this resonates, please like, share, subscribe, comment. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.